Did you know that there exists a firearm capable of shooting underwater? Yes, you heard me right. Underwater. This isn't the stuff of movies or fantastical fiction. It's an engineering marvel mastered by scientists and arms manufacturers. Today, we're diving, literally, into the incredible story of the underwater gun. Stick around because this might just flip everything you thought you knew about firearms entirely upside down. Ready? Let's plunge in. When you think of a gun, you likely imagine it firing on land, in dry environments, maybe even in an urban jungle or desert setting. Guns are designed with air and atmospheric pressure in mind, and the mechanics of firing a bullet rely heavily on the physics of gas expansion. After all, bullets are propelled using rapidly expanding gases generated by the igniting gunpowder, or so the land-based logic goes. The thought of a firearm operating successfully in water seems counterintuitive, doesn't it? Water is nearly 800 times denser than air. Yet engineers found a way. Meet the APS underwater rifle, a weapon designed to make the impossible a reality. Developed in the 1970s by the Soviet Union, the APS is a remarkable feat of innovation. Its acronym, APS, translates in Russian to Avtomat Podvodny Spetsialny, which means Automatic Special Underwater Rifle. Say it out loud and you might feel like you're naming a secret agent gadget. And truthfully, that's not too far off. The APS rifle was shrouded in layers of secrecy during its creation, a testament to its groundbreaking and almost unbelievable technology. Picture this. The Cold War is heating up, metaphorically at least, and submarines are prowling the depths of every ocean on Earth. Nations are arming their elite underwater special forces to unleash havoc underneath the waves, and conventional firearms? Useless below the surface. Water resistance halts bullets almost immediately. On top of that, firing a regular gun underwater could cause catastrophic failure or, worse, harm the shooter. The Soviet Union had an audacious idea. If humanity could build submarines to dominate the ocean floor, why not build firearms to protect them? The genius of the APS rifle lies in its ammunition. Think of a conventional bullet. Not exactly streamlined for water traversal, is it? The APS rifle doesn't fire typical bullets, but instead uses long, spear-like projectiles called steel darts. These darts are aerodynamically designed for underwater travel, cutting through water resistance like a hot knife through butter. They don't tumble or divert when they're underwater. Instead, these darts adapt beautifully to aquatic environments. What makes these darts even more astonishing is the use of hydrodynamic cavitation. When fired, they create an air pocket, a void of air that essentially acts as a sheath, allowing the dart to travel farther and faster than any normal bullet could underwater. The APS effortlessly balances the principles of both aerodynamics and hydrodynamics. And yes, you can call that poetic engineering. But wait, it gets better. The APS isn't just a one-shot deal. Fully automatic, it can fire 600 rounds per minute. Imagine that. A machine gun capable of raining down steel arrows in an underwater battlefield. It redefined what was thought possible not only geographically, but also technologically. The maximum effective range of an APS underwater rifle isn't gargantuan, but it's nothing short of spectacular for underwater combat. At 3 to 5 meters depth, its range is around 30 meters. When you go deeper, say 20 meters or more, the range drops to roughly 20 meters. Still, in an environment where most firearms would fail to even function, these figures are jaw-dropping. Now, you might wonder, what happens to the APS rifle above water? Here's an interesting twist. While it can shoot airborne, its performance is lackluster on land. Its steel darts are optimized for swimming through water, not flying through air. On land, those darts lose speed and direction quickly, making the APS more or less a blunt tool when removed from its aquatic habitat. It is the ultimate specialist, a gun that thrives only in the underwater arena but dominates there like no other rival. The APS wasn't just a technological wonder, it was an operational marvel. It served special operations forces across the world, And no, it wasn't just used by the Soviets. After the Cold War, its use spread to other nations as well, becoming a must-have for any elite underwater battlefield scenario. Combat divers, special ops troops, and even rebellious engineers adored it. But time and military strategy march on, and the APS eventually had its competition. Newer models, like Russia's ASM-DT underwater assault rifle, aimed to fix the APS's greatest weakness, its mediocre performance on land. However, the APS remains legendary in its own right. It wasn't just a piece of equipment, it was a statement, a show of capability that said, even the depths of the ocean are within our control. The engineering world still marvels at the APS, but its legacy reaches beyond the realm of science. It's a testament to human ingenuity and our relentless drive to challenge what's possible. It forces us to rethink the boundaries of technology and the environments in which it operates. It turns out there are very few limits to what innovation can achieve. With a little imagination, the things we take as constraints, like water's density, turn into challenges waiting to be solved. Next time someone tells you about a special gun, you might just want to ask, sure, but can it shoot underwater? And if not, well, they've just got some catching up to do. That's it for today's episode on the only firearm that's as comfortable swimming as it is shooting. If this blew your mind as much as it did mine, like, share, and subscribe. And hey, why not drop a comment below? Would you like to fire an underwater gun? Who knows? That dream might just be closer than you think. Until next time, stay curious and keep questioning. See you soon.